Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of the MEFCC Weekly Catch-Up. This is Ayman.
And Suzette.
And we're actually glad to welcome... I had to do the welcome!
Sorry, I just kind of gave it a wave.
Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of the weekly MEFCC Catch-Up. This is Ayman.
And Suzette.
And we're actually really glad to welcome Mr. MEFCC himself, Mikey!
Hey everyone, how's it going?
So we're 6 weeks to show right now, and I know you're all dying to know what's going on with MEFCC 2020. Before we start with the updates, we're gonna just go on a quick recap of what happened last year, and then we will update you with everything related to the show. So we're only 6 weeks to show right now, and before we actually start with the updates, we want to remind you to stay tuned up until the end of the video because we have a competition for giveaways, and I know that some of you might have missed the ones that we've had last week, so this is just a gentle reminder, watch all the way to the end. Now, to start with the updates, it's ticket time! So
Yes, so for the past 2 weeks, we all know you've been asking about the full ticket release. So we're happy to announce all of our tickets are on sale. We have our single day tickets, our family tickets, and the 3-day tickets. So grab them now. New for this year, the family tickets, it gives you 4 tickets for the price of 3. That's a great offer. This is us supporting families to attend the event. So yeah, be there, get your tickets, and we hope to see you.
to start off with the show updates, a lot of the requests that have been coming in have been about anime, all anime. Mikey, why don't you take us through some of the anime brands that are coming to the show this year?
It's a really, really exciting year for us. We were really cool and fortunate enough to have like this dedicated group of fans. We had a big sit-down session with them, with the team, and we asked them, what is it that you miss at Comic-Con? What is it that you want to see within the show? And we take that feedback really, really seriously. So this year, and I get really excited about it, and I know that you love anime.
Massively.
Huge
It's my
fan,
biggest
right?
thing in the world right now.
So what we did a real focus on this year is making sure that the brands that support the show, some of the cooler brands, actually give a real focus to anime and the anime content that we're bringing into MEFCC. What we want to make sure we're doing, and the purpose of this video, for me today at least, is to make sure that you guys are aware that some of the cooler stuff that we have there, we always have the generic Marvels, which is great, but then when it comes to the anime side of things, sometimes it can be oversighted, and I know that anime regionally is so popular. So to start off with, one of the things I'm really excited about, I know that we saw a bit of it last year, was Chume. Chume are joining us again this year as part of the Little Things space at MEFCC. Now, without releasing too much, because we've got to be careful, we've got to keep you guys excited over the next few weeks, is that Chume will be bringing in some limited edition statues just for MEFCC. This is not stuff you can buy outside of MEFCC, this is not going to go out globally, this is for us, this is for you guys, and this is the kind of event experience that we're trying to create.
I'm actually getting really excited right now, this is really premium stuff, guys, so make sure you come and check it out.
Further to that, our good friends at Crunchyroll. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Crunchyroll. It is such a cool platform. Essentially, they'll probably not like it when I say it, but it's like a Netflix for anime. So it is just a streaming service which is purely cool anime content. What they've been nice enough to do for us, again, is to create 5 unique event t-shirts that you can purchase at the show from their space. In addition to that, which is really cool, is we have the theatre, which I know that you touched upon last week. The theatre we use for exclusive screenings, stuff that you can't necessarily see elsewhere. What Crunchyroll are doing is Crunchyroll essentially bringing screenings to our event. Every day you'll be able to watch content brought to you by Crunchyroll, some of which may or may not, I can't confirm 100% just yet, but some of it may be exclusive to us, which will be even screened before Japan get it, which in the anime world is such a cool thing.
It's a big deal, guys. For us to get content before Japan, it shows how important we are to them. Crunchyroll, thank you so much for this. Next.
Oh, okay. Third to that, we've got a brand new exhibitor who hasn't been part with us before. It's an entity out of Japan called Tatsumaki Studios. Tatsumaki Studios also create kind of really unique, cool figurines. They're actually brand new to the scene, which is a really exciting concept. So they're using MEFCC as their launch platform to go on a GCC wide scale. So they'll be releasing in Japan just before us, so it's not a global release, but we are the first, as always, in the GCC to get this content to you guys. So it's just yet another reason for our 50,000 dedicated fans to come visit us and kind of experience the stuff that we get to see, and we get to, luckily enough, to do on a daily basis, which we're very lucky to have our jobs to a degree. Further to that, and one of our greatest supporters and one of our best friends, case at Otaku Me. Otaku Me is such a cool platform. They are, essentially model builders, but a large part of their focus, again, is anime culture. So with Case, not only can you, buy these figurines and help build them, and some of the stuff they build is epic, and it just takes months to create. What we were doing with Case at MEFCC is actually, not only is he going to have his space on the show floor where you can buy and purchase all this cool stuff, you can actually have a workshop with him. And I know, again, we touched on the workshops last week. Workshops are going to be placed smack bang in the middle of the show floor. Workshops are going to be better than ever, stronger than ever. You all get to see it, you all get to participate. And within that workshop, you actually get to learn and create these really, really cool statues, which when I first went to his store, I got straight into it. I absolutely love it. Didn't buy any anime stuff, I actually bought a tank, but same difference, it's all really cool stuff.
So for all the figure collectors out there, we're talking about Gunpla models over here, from series ranging from Gundam to the 4WD mini cars to Dragon Ball. It's all going to be there with Otaku ME. So you've got a workshop and you've got figures to purchase. So make sure you come down and check out their stand. Now, moving on from anime, we're talking about one of the biggest supporters as well, that's actually bringing us some really cool stuff, actually cool artists at the show itself. Maybe you want to talk about Speedy Comics?
Our good friend Speedy Comics. Speedy Comics will be returning once again as the kind of sponsor for Meet the Stars area within the show. Obviously we all know what Meet the Stars is, and it's a really cool area where you get to meet all of our cool celebrities, which we will be releasing over the next couple of weeks. Again, we have to keep you excited, so little by little, yeah guys, just patience with us. So what Speedy is doing with us this year, which is truly amazing. Last year we were lucky enough for them to bring out Bob Layton, as we all should know by now. Bob Layton is the creator of Ayman. Speedy has actually taken that one step further this year. So what we will be having is obviously Bob Layton yet again. Yeah. He's part of the family now. He's such a cool guy if you ever get the chance to meet him. He's just really friendly, and I do love him. Further to that, he's bringing out David Angelo Roman. For those who don't know, the cover artist for Rick and Morty, which is such a cool concept. Rick and Morty, bit tongue-in-cheek, a bit maybe for the older audience, but it is really fun to watch, really cool to create. So not only will we be able to opportunity to meet him on the Speedy stand, he's actually going to be doing a workshop, again, in the middle of the show floor, which is really cool, for everyone to be able to learn how to draw Rick and Morty straight from the cover artist, which in my opinion is just amazing. Absolutely. Finally, we've got Warren Lowe coming along with them. I don't know if you want to tell us a bit about Warren?
So Warren is actually a comic book creator as well, but he focuses mostly on characters that have already been released. He does really, really well designed renders of all these different characters that range from Marvel to DC to all the universes out there in the comic book world, and he also does art for games and for anime and all that sort. So you're talking about a huge portfolio of art that you can find at Speedy with all these 3 different artists that are going to be doing workshops at the show itself. And they're going to be at the stand for you to meet, to get autographs, to get all your limited edition exclusives from there, and then you can just enjoy it completely at their stand. Speedy Comics, guys, don't forget about that. And just moving on from there, you're gonna be finding more and more about them in the International Artist Alley as we go on and announce more of the international artists coming in the upcoming few weeks. So make sure to stay tuned with us on social so you can know who will be coming from there. Thank you so much for the updates for this week, Mikey. Perhaps you want to tell us who won the competition from last week?
It is my privilege to say that last week's winner is Lucas2704.priv. Congratulations on 2 VIP tickets, man. I really hope you enjoy the show. So Suzette, I hear we've got another really cool competition coming up this week.
Yes. So the competition for this week is one lucky winner gets a chance to win a weekend getaway during the Comic-Con weekend. All you need to do is buy your tickets and post a picture of your tickets, tag us, and you get a chance to go on a weekend getaway during the Comic-Con weekend. We hope to see you there.
And that's a wrap for the second MEFCC Weekly Catch-Up. I want to thank Mikey and Suzette so much for joining us this week. First of all, make sure that if you have any suggestions or comments about the show, if you've got any info that you want to ask, if you have any suggestions about any talent or anyone that should be at the show, make sure you mention it in the comment section below. And we will see you next week for the third catch-up of the MEFCC Weekly Catch-Up. Mikey, Suzette, thank you
See you
guys.
later, guys.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.